Hey lads and lasses, welcome to Piggylet Podcast. I'm your host Aaron Liches, and starting this week and every week we bring you the latest stats on NFT-backed lending, NFT sales and news on cryptocurrencies and NFTs. We will also share development updates on our very own NFT-backed lending platform, Piggylet. Let's dive into all the exciting happenings of the week. If you are following our Twitter channel, Piggylet Defaults, you know that every Monday we release stats on the volume and transactions of NFT-backed lending platforms. This week we are happy to report that NFT-backed lending is on the rise. Nearly 4,000 transactions and a volume of $34.5 million. It is exciting to see the growth of this space, and we can't wait to see what the future holds for NFT-backed lending. The rise in the NFT market isn't limited to NFT-backed lending. NFT marketplaces are also seeing a significant increase in volumes. One example is the NFT marketplace Blur, which has experienced a sharp increase in volume following the release of its new season airdrop. We will delve deeper into this topic later on in the podcast. Let's take a closer look at NFT-backed lending, which is currently demonstrating strong growth. In the past 2 weeks, the weekly volume of NFT-backed lending has increased significantly. This surge in volume is in line with overall growth of the NFT market, and we are excited to see how this trend continues to unfold. While the growth of NFT-backed lending is exciting, there are other stats to look at, such as default rates. Last month, one of the most popular peer-to-peer NFT-backed lending platforms experienced a 15% default rate. But what does this mean exactly? A default in NFT-backed lending platforms occurs when the borrower is unable to repay the loan, which typically happens when the value of the collateral NFT drops below the loan value. As a result, lenders may face losses, as they may end up owning an NFT with a value lower than what they provided as a loan. In the case of the 15% default rate mentioned earlier, this means that these lenders may experience losses in this particular platform. Fortunately, the Piggylet platform offers a solution to this issue. Our platform has a liquidation mechanism in place, which ensures that lenders own the NFT before the loan duration, or list it on liquidation marketplace, if the price drops below a certain level. This mechanism provides an extra layer of security for lenders, minimizing their risk of experiencing losses. You will be able to test this mechanism for yourself in our upcoming public testnet, so stay tuned for more details. Taking a closer look at the past month's data, we can see that only 35 NFT collections reached a loan volume of $5,000 or more. As expected, CryptoPunks, Bored Ape Yacht Club, and Mutant Ape Yacht Club were the top 3 collections. Typically, if you are an NFT owner and want to access liquidity through NFT-backed lending platforms, you may not be able to do so if you don't own a high-value or blue-chip NFT. However, Piggylet is changing this by making our platform accessible to the wider NFT ecosystem. We are inviting all our listeners to join our upcoming public testnet to help us perfect the platform for the entire ecosystem. Moving on to the NFT marketplaces, we are witnessing fierce competition between Opensea and Blur. According to the data from DeppRadar, Blur's weekly trading volume skyrocketed to $515 million with a 436% jump, while Opensea fell to the second place in the leaderboard with a $322 million trading volume, which is still a 2,038% hike compared to the previous week. This competition is yielding great results, with Ethereum chain NFT trading volume increasing by 186%. The popularity of Blur is also reflected in the daily stats of Ethereum burning, as the platform currently ranks as the biggest Ethereum burner, surpassing even Uniswap, Ethereum itself, and OpenSea transactions. Blur's announcement of Blur token airdrop for users and traders is a key factor in the recent surge of the activity and volume in the NFT marketplace. Following the aggressive strategies of Blur, OpenSea made a significant announcement by reducing the platform fees to zero, The marketplace has also made changes to its block list, which now includes other marketplaces that do not fully honor royalty payments to creators. This means that sales can now be made on NFT marketplaces that have similar policies. Overall, Blur currently holds around 80% of the market volume, and the competition between Blur and Opensea is heating up. We are eager to see what happens next, so be sure to tune in to next week's episode of the Piggylet Podcast for the latest updates. Regulation of the cryptocurrency industry is accelerating following the bankruptcy of FTX. Now, the US Securities and Exchange Commission has proposed change to federal custody rules. The proposed changes would require companies that hold assets such as cryptocurrency to maintain or gain registration. Currently, regulations only require assets like securities or funds to be held in federal or state chartered banks. Under the new proposal, any client assets held by an investment advisor would have to be registered as a broker-dealer or future commission merchant. US financial regulators have charged Devon and his company Terraform Labs with orchestrating a multi-billion-dollar crypto asset securities fraud. Terraform Labs created the Terra Luna and Terra USD tokens, which collapsed last year, costing investors an estimated $40 billion. The US Securities and Exchange Commission has alleged that Hon and his company failed to provide full, fair, and truthful disclosure to the public and misled investors about the token's stability and future value. The collapse triggered a sell-off in major cryptocurrencies and investors in Terra USD, and Luna lost an estimated $42 billion globally. Hon, who has an outstanding arrest warrant in South Korea, is facing charges of fraud and breaches of capital markets law. Music streaming service provider Napster has recently acquired MidSongs, an NFT marketplace that assists musicians in developing Web3 communities and creating NFTs. Napster plans to utilize the acquisition as a foundation for its Web3 products and accelerate its future rollout plans. Napster's entry into Web3 marks a new phase in its evolution as it seeks to capitalize on the potential of this technology. Non-Origin, eBay's NFT marketplace, has launched a creator smart contract that enables artists to earn royalties and diversify earnings as co-creators. The new creator smart contract has been tested by the Non-Origin community. From 24 February, verified non-origin creators will be able to deploy and mint NFTs on their contracts without coding expertise. So, to claim Piggylet Podcast Credential NFT from Gateway, you need a keyword. I am saying the word now. It is lending. By completing quests and entering the keyword, you can claim the NFT. Try to collect every episode's NFT. They may come in handy. We are working hard to democratize the NFT-Backed Lending Solution with Piggylet Platform. Currently, we have completed in-house tests on peer-to-peer lending and borrowing. Now we are testing our liquidation mechanism. On our public testnet, we want to enable peer-to-peer lending and borrowing, liquidation mechanism, and liquidation marketplace for testing. As mentioned before our Twitter, we want to release the public testnet in the first quarter of 2023. So you can be prepared to test the next era of NFT-backed lending soon. Thank you for listening to Piggylet Podcast. Do not forget to claim the credential NFT from Gateway. See you next week, lads and lasses.